What's up, guys, girls? Heath. If you watched the other video, I have another thing that's in the other videos that's kind of talking about other stuff. So this video is going to be about another product I got. Like I said, it's in the other video, and I kind of touched on it, but I'm going to touch on it right now with this video. Also, Georgia Clay Off-Road. That's my YouTube thing. I'm gonna put all this stuff that's on YouTube. It's gonna go on Razor Nation. It's gonna go on other places, just so everybody can see it. I'm not trying to advertise any pages. I guess I'm advertising my Georgia Clay Off-Road, because I want to do a YouTube and I have to do a YouTube name. So that's what I'm going to be. Georgia Clay Off-Road.
He just wants followers and subscribers. Subscribe to his channel if you like it. That's what our 7-year-old says.
I can't say it any better. There you go. Anyways, back to it. Super ATV billet hub. This is a rear carrier hub. Carrier bearing. It's not a carrier bearing. Could be a carrier bearing. Man, I don't know what the actual terminology is for these. I call it a hub. I could be mistaken. That's what I'm gonna call it in this video. This is a hub. This is a Super ATV billet hub. So, out the box, man, this thing is super nice. This is stout. I've seen this one. This is the first one I've seen in person. I've seen two other companies, and I can't remember who they are. I think it's either ZRP or NRP makes one of these, and there's another guy out there I know that makes these. But the pricing is way different. I don't know if the machining is different, if there's more beef in the other one, more beef in this one, less beef. I don't know. I don't have any experience with any other one except for this one, because this one is in my hand. First thought about this, beef. Straight beef. Hopefully it bolts straight up. I'm gonna do a video on that when I do it. But this is just to show you, to see what it is. Like I said, this is for the trailing arm. Thing is stout, man. So, and I'll give you a reason why I got this. So, and I kind of touched on in the other video. Turbo-s. I've got a 2020 Turbo-s camo wrapped. And the reason I said it almost every video, so you guys, if you see my machine, I try to post a lot and, have fun with have fun with the memes and stuff like that. This is a big community, man. You guys, stick together and all that stuff and have fun. So a couple of my buddies, I did a wheel bearing change with a tool, and I noticed something in my carrier that I didn't notice until I started cleaning it up. And I called a couple of my buddies. They said, "Oh yeah, Heath, that's common." Well, so that's common? They said, "Yeah, we've already changed our hubs out 2 or 3 times." Oh wow. Well, why didn't y'all tell me? So it's no big deal. You just change a hub. I said, "Did you go back OEM?" They said, "Yeah." So, oh dang. Does anybody make a billet? And they said, this kind of thing. I think a couple different companies, and it was expensive. It's over $1,000 for the other companies. This is not over $1,000. This is the Super ATV. So the problem with the Turbo-s is that they've seen, and I saw in my machine, and like I said, another couple people did, that this is a bearing. I'm going to call this a bearing retainer lip. Right there. Let me do it from the back side. This little piece right here. What happens from what I see is that the force of the wheel, I'm running 35s. Might not happen with 32s if you run straight 32s every time, but there's different size 32s, and they get heavier and heavier. I guess when you do a side load, so if your wheel's right here and you hit it and it hits like this or hits like this constantly in the ruts, but you say you're on top of the rut and you slide down in it. When you slide down in it, you're going to hit the bottom of it, so it's going to make that everything's doing this and doing this and doing that. So what's going to take the blunt of all that stuff? This right here. Mine's cracked. I had a little 800 that I used to have, and I had bigger wheels and tires. actually broke off one of these entire lips on that. So I had to change that hub out. So it's not an uncommon problem as far as the other machines, but I wouldn't have thought on the Turbo S's that would be a problem. Now, I haven't heard of any 2-seater Turbo S's. I've got a 4-seater. Every problem I've ever seen is on the 4-seater. So I don't know if it's just the Turbo S 4-seater just because they're so much heavier. When I say so much heavier, they're not that much heavier, but they are heavy. My machine's heavy. My machine's heavy as crap. I got if you see my machine, you can look at it and be like, dang, that thing looks heavy. So got this from one of my buddies, Zach Hayes. I hit him up. He posted something. I said, hey, I want that. And he told me the price. I said, yeah, give me that. So I think this thing's around $700 for the pair. Not bad. I mean, I don't know. I think the OEMs. I think the OEMs are like 150, 200. I don't know numbers. I really don't know the numbers. I wasn't even going to go back OEM because if I already snapped one in 1,400 miles, if that's in a year and a half of riding, or not snapped it but cracked it, what's it going to do again in another 1,000 miles? What's going to happen if I get another one? It's going to do it again. I'm trying to upgrade things that are going to last. I know another buddy that said he's got 600 miles on these things, no problems at all, and he's a mechanic he owns his own business up in Tennessee. I'm in Georgia, so gonna try this out, dude. This thing is nice. It's from everything I see, it's really nicely machined. So gonna check it out, put it on the machine. I don't know when I'm gonna be able to do it. Man, I'm just so busy right now with work and everything. My truck went down, blah blah blah, so gotta get all that stuff going. So I'm backed up on work, but as soon as I get the opportunity, I'm gonna switch out my hubs, my carrier hubs, whatever you want to call these things. I'm gonna switch them out. I'm gonna do a video on that switch out and see how well these made up to the trailing arms. I might have another set of trailing arms by then, so who knows? We'll see about that. But this is straight beef, man. These things are nice. And a lot of people talk crap about Super ATV, and I get it. Not all their stuff is built for the super hard rider. It's not. It's built, a lot of their stuff is built for a moderate rider, in my opinion. I'm just telling you my opinion, but I think these are built for your hardcore riders. That's my opinion on these. Like I said, I've had some Super ATV stuff that lasts, and it did great. I'm not bashing them at all, but I'm just letting you know that if you're a super hardcore rider, they might not last up to what you think they're going to last up. So just do your research, but they're not a bad product through and through. But the price point for this versus the other, I don't know how they're doing it, especially the way the economy is now, and not in the way prices are with aluminum and steel and everything else. I think it's a pretty spot on. It's pretty spot on pricing. You don't have to do this upgrade. You can get your typical trail rider's probably never going to have that issue. I think I remember when mine happened, because I slid down in a rut, man, and I thought I bit my trailing arm. I hit it so hard. But straight beef. Straight beef. All right, guys. So that's that one. Like I said, I'm gonna put it on the machine one day soon. So watch out for that video. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. If you like it, if you don't, cool. But I'm gonna try to post everywhere. But I appreciate the support that I already have now. I appreciate it, guys that hit me up on the side, and I talk to you, man. I really do. I love talking about this stuff, and I really appreciate every one of y'all. When I see you on the trails, if you want to come talk, dude. I'm a normal dude, and I'm nobody special. Just be cool. Later, guys.